Not the best day for weather for driving on a circuit. This is the main building where all license and race entry is handled by Fuji Speedway, the control center. Around 10 times a month, you can apply for your license in person, whereby you sit through a 2-hour lecture only in Japanese. Then you are eligible to enter public races held 10 to 15 times a month in 3 different race classes ranked by lap times. Today we will race in just one 30-minute public race. This could be the best value circuit experience in the world. 7,000 yen, so that's about $50 for 30 minutes on the circuit here at Fuji Speedway main circuit. So I have this Fisco license. This here, which they've spelt my name wrong, I've just realized. It's fine, no big deal. This is valid till next year. Rule number 1, if you're going to the race circuit, you have to get your car checked in case it falls apart. This was the official document I got from the shop yesterday. Power steering. The power steering's working, good. Need that. No. Yep, my Japanese is native, obviously. Bureki. Well, that's not good, is it? Brake something nor something is a cross, so hope that doesn't mean my brakes aren't working. Brake fluid, maybe? Engine oil, no. Oh, okay, that's it. Yeah, so the main 2 things that they did, change my brake fluid to be race brake fluid. They also checked the engine oil, and brake pads don't need changing. It was just the brake fluid. The tires are okay. Today should be the last day that I use them, and then I'll replace them with high spec tires for the next session. So today is just really just to get used to the car. This is the first time I'm bringing this Fairlady Z on the circuit. It's got a decent amount of power. 350 brake horsepower is not bad. It's just not set up for the circuit. I mean, look at these seats. These are mental. Very heavy, very comfortable, but just not built for the circuit. What you want is lightweight, and you want something where you can really strap in. I'm still using the road seat belts. You can't even feel like secure and feel together with the car. It makes a huge difference, just your seating and your seatbelt position. So I need to get 3-point seat belts in here. Probably need to change the seats. And this is pretty shit. I mean, it's just a standard automatic. It's got this gear change thing. What is this mode it has? Power? See what that does. Oh, look. There it goes. Full power. It's got no paddle shift. I think it'll be a bit underwhelming, but it's just a start. This 6-disc CD changer is probably not necessary either. I've got all my bags in here. Everything about today's setup is wrong. I just want to get on the circuit again because it's been a while. See how the car feels just with basic power output. Get it around the circuit. I'll come back here again and gradually get this car better and better equipped for this former F1 circuit. I think it's 2.8 kilometer straight. Or was that wrong? Maybe 2 kilometers, something ridiculous, massive straight. Assuming I could do about 250 in this car, but key thing, it does have a limiter. 180 might be my top speed today, which is ridiculous.
This is the vehicle's top speed.
So I need to take off the limiter. So much to do with this car. Someone's here in a Phantom, probably not driving on the circuit with that. So yeah, I'm just not prepared today. I can't find a lot of stuff. What the hell are these? This is not a race glove. Couldn't find my race gloves either. Just found these random white gloves in the car, luckily. Seems like a lot of GTRs here today. Fuji Speedway turning into Daikoku parking area. About to go out, 9 minutes. This is the NS4 public race. So it's open, looks more busy than I expected, even though it's pretty shitty weather today. Just gonna take it easy, just do a couple of fast laps, see how I can do in these conditions. Damn, this is just treacherous. Whoa! That R33 was just sliding around. Okay, so this is the main straight. It's about 2 kilometers like 1.8 kilometers in length. And this car does carry a bit of power. I'm catching all these tiny little cars. It does about probably 250 on the straight if I haven't got the limiter on, but I do think I have. I'm stuck at 180 right now. Visibility is awful. So this is the first corner where you're going from like, you know, flat out to about 60 or 70 kilometers an hour. Floor the car on this one. This is my worst corner of the whole circuit. You just really have to commit. If you undercommit here, and if you brake too much, if you don't floor it on the throttle here, you can get understeer easily and spin out, which I once did in a Ferrari 430. This is a very technical corner. It's the long right here. You pretty much have to floor it the whole time if you're in good conditions. And then you're braking here, hit the apex, and then this is basically flooring the car now the whole way. An entire like long back straight here with 2 turns. This is the first one right, and then the next one. You carry a lot of speed in here, second fastest part of the whole circuit, and then you're braking to the slowest point. I mean, this you need to be doing like probably 50, 60 kilometers an hour here. Straighten out, you floor it all the way here. Little bit of brakes here. Hit the apex again. This is like the worst corner for me. You're going uphill, you're basically flooring it to here, braking a little bit, and then cutting across, trying to hit that apex, which I never really do well. And then there's a couple of ways to do this corner, depending on the car you're in, the speed you carry, but you're generally flooring it as far here, braking, and then cutting across the apex again. Wow, this does carry a lot more power than the GT86s I drive, but it definitely has the limiter on, that's for sure too. I'm going to brake super early. Now the brakes on this aren't too bad. So there, that's an entire lap. Conditions made it easy, at least on the tyres and everything. It's a cool day today. So we're going to hit some lunch now. Crane Garden. Katsukare. Cornerstone of any good lunch in Japan. They serve katsukare. Nice. They seem really cool. Max Orido. This guy's everywhere. Literally empty. Damn. I'll pay for that. Creamy latte. Katsukare. So I actually came off someone's span and they paused the session as a red flag and decided I had enough. Conditions, to be honest. It's getting overtaken by these cars. Just not willing to risk the car in these conditions. A friend of ours is going to be on here racing the Formula cars next, and then we're going to have lunch. That's kind of why I came. He's trying out for a team here. He's from Texas, but he comes here like 3-4 times a year, maybe more now, just to race in this team. So kind of cool. It's what rich people do, isn't it? Race cars. There he is, the guy that span out. I hope he apologizes to everyone. This is the family laps at 12 o'clock. Alright, just got back to Tokyo. That was an epic morning. First time being on Fuji Speedway for a while. I was a bit nervous at first. When I first got on the circuit, it was pissing down with rain with very little visibility. Damn, this is just
treacherous.
And I just didn't feel comfortable. I was driving really slow. I was just letting everyone overtake me. I had relatively a fast car compared to the other cars in the same class. They were mainly like tiny little hatchback cars. I think there was an R32 out there. A lot of slow cars. I could feel that on the straight, especially. When I got on the straight, put my foot down, I really felt like I could pull away or catch a lot of the other cars there. In terms of this car's basic straight line power, for Fuji Speedway in the kind of lower to mid-range class, this is like a really good track car to have. So I'm quite excited about taking this more. What I did learn, I just got off the phone from one of my car geek employees who kindly explained to me that this Veilside kit, which looks really cool, I think Veilside are most famous for the RX-7, the kind of orange one from Fast and Furious. This one is a lot more understated. I mean, it's grey and black, and it's basically built from fiberglass, which I didn't really know. I assumed it was carbon, but apparently this isn't a good body kit for circuit driving. And my kind of goal was to replace everything in here, both mechanically, aesthetically, and make it more of a race car. But I've now been advised quite cautiously to probably not track this car too much, because his exact words were, the body kit can explode because it just bends and cracks over time. The actual overall morning was good. I had a friend who's visiting, he's actually a client, he's here from Texas, and he was racing in the Formula cars. So in between the sessions I had, he was in Formula cars, and it was just so wet out there. It's really hard. You just got to take it really easy. I was a few times I kind of lost a bit of grip and the ABS kicked in, so that does help. I just wasn't able to really get to know the car as well as I hoped. But I definitely felt that the power output on the main straight especially was pretty strong. 350 horsepower, same as what I had in the Cayman S, which is the car I tracked the most at that circuit years ago when I was going like twice a month, quite hardcore religiously. And I kind of want to get back into it. I want to, you know, get some of our team to get out there as well and practice and enjoy the circuit. Like, why not? We run a car company, we may as well use the access, and it's so affordable. 7,000 yen per session is nuts. It's like the best value circuit. All right, let's put this to higher power mode. Whoa. This is actually quite fun using these kind of weird, I don't know what it is. It kind of reminds me of the old Tiptronic style gears. Yeah, I mean, this car has got decent power, especially in the early gear ratios. And because it's so heavy, you feel quite secure and it's very well planted. Overall driving experience of this is really good. It could be improved with the better seating position, obviously point seat belts, proper racing seats, wheels. It just needs to be lightened. Paddle shift as well. Like, I just read you can get paddle shift in this era of Fairlady, but I think the 370Z that came out from 2010 or something, that comes with paddle shift, so that might be another option if we do get a different car. But for now, I think we're going to take this on the circuit a few more times, hopefully in better conditions, and see what I can do. But yeah, I'm just driving through Yoyogi Park as we come back here. Really fun day. I definitely want to go to Fuji Speedway more regularly. I'm going to be very particular about the weather next time. I'll plan it so obviously it's dry, hopefully sunny. That circuit is so beautiful when you can see Mount Fuji as well. The overall setup is really good. There's a business hotel 15 minutes away, which is really modern, nice. It's got a big room, nothing too fancy, decent breakfast. So we go there the night before, wake up 15 minutes to the circuit, do 1 or 2 sessions, and then go have lunch, and then come back before the traffic starts. So anyone wants to come with us to Fuji Speedway, we can facilitate you to get your license and just have fun. Bring your own car. You can rent cars there as well. The GT86 Racers is the best rental car setup you can do there. It's a little bit tough organizing the correct dates though, because basically you have to, wow, that Lexus is mental. That is a mental body kit on this LX500. Anyway, there's two companies. You basically have the Fuji Speedway Fisco License Control Center. They organize the license and essentially the public race, or basically rental of the circuit with anyone from the public. That's 7,000 yen, 30-minute sessions. There's 2 or 3 that you can enter. And then separately to that, there's another race team which rents the cars. So the dates have to coincide. You can get dates where you can get the license and you can go on the circuit sessions, but the race cars may not be available. You need the stars to align. There are days where you can get the license and you can rent a car and you can go on a public session on the same day. It's always like you're getting your license in the morning and the actual public sessions are the same timing. So you'll actually miss that opportunity completely. You just have to get the scheduling right, which we can help do for anyone that's traveling into Japan, but more for people that live here. If you want to take your car on the track for the first time, or you just want to try it out casually, this is the best way to start. 42,000 yen is the annual fee for the membership card and membership, and then subsequently the renewal fee is a bit cheaper. I think it's about 30,000, and then it's 7,000 yen every 30 minutes you go on. Just make sure you check your brake pads, brake fluid, oil and tires. They're the main things you need to check. There's plenty of mechanics that do that. I got an entire inspection done on everything. There's a lot that we can advise and help on. Just come and hang out and come to the circuit with us.